When I think about Khabib Nurmagomedov, I see all the detail that of his work, especially when he's got his opponent against the fence. That's his area of expertise, where to me he's the best that ever did it in terms of that fighting style, that particular expertise that he has. It's just incredible.
The flawless execution of that particular set of techniques.
Yeah, and Conor McGregor had the accuracy. The Spider, Anderson Silva, was I would say the most flamboyant of all. Like he was moving like the Matrix. John Jones was incredible in terms of creativity, spinning elbows and that, and he faced incredible adversity. Demetrius Johnson was so complete. You could bring, like, he was slamming a guy to an armbar. It was just unbelievable. Like he was like the complete fighter. BJ Penn was like so flexible. He did stuff with his body that like nobody could do. The dexterity of his hips was just unbelievable. Dominic Cruz, to me, was incredible. His footwork, his distance control. So when you talk about like the GOAT, Royce Gracie, another one, he did things that I think for me is not number one because...
Yeah, I gotta, and sorry to interrupt, the Royce is a fascinating one. I'd love to hear what you think about him, but many people consider you, most people consider you to be the number one greatest mixed martial arts fighter ever. So it's fascinating to remove you from that list and continue this discussion and asking, like, who do you think is the greatest fighter ever? You listed some amazing ones. Royce, you somehow skipped Fedor. As a Russian, I'm very offended.
No, I was going to, there's so many. Fedor is one as well. Fedor, I think in his prime was like, when you talk about a name, for example, like we talk about him when he was in his prime. Like when I talk, for example, about Anderson Silva, I'm not talking about the Anderson Silva who fought his last fight against Uriah Hall. I'm talking about the Anderson Silva who knocked out Victor Belfort. Yes. BJ Penn, same thing. The problem is when fighters hang on for too long in the sport. That's what happened. They kind of make people forget how good they were. And it's very sad. We talk about Fedor, and just think about Stipe Miocic. Miocic is probably the greatest heavyweight of all time. With Fedor, I would really wonder who would have won this fight. The both guys in their prime. I tend to lean towards Fedor because my heart was with Fedor, but you could have gone the other way. But just because Miocic lose his last fight, now everybody's like, oh yeah, they forgot about him. It's crazy, man. It's one fight. You zig when you should zag. Boom. That's the reality of mixed martial art.
Well, that's why the thing is, the mixed martial arts isn't just the performance, the strictly who won and who lost. It's also the stories we tell ourselves. And so, I mean, there's beautiful stories being weaved, and that also is part of who is the greatest of all time. Is what were the battles? What had to be overcome? What was the flavor of the flawless performances? All of that plays into it. And you're right, being able to walk away at the top is also part of that.